Have you ever looked at your electricity bill at the end of the month and felt a chill run down your spine? In the United States, electricity costs have reached historic levels, driven by aging infrastructure, inflation, and the constant and relentless increase in energy demand across the country. In states like California and Texas, energy rates during peak hours can be absolutely devastating for household budgets. Faced with this scenario of uncertainty and skyrocketing bills, one question has been dominating tech forums and homeowner groups everywhere. Can a home generator really reduce your electric bill? The short answer is, it depends on the technology you are using. But the full answer is a fascinating journey through modern engineering, energy economics, and the future of American smart power grids. To understand this complex dynamic, we first need to analyze the current state of the American power grid, often referred to by engineers as the largest machine in the world. Built largely in the 20th century, this vast network of cables, large transformers, and substations operates under immense daily pressure. Extreme weather conditions, from severe heat waves in the southwest to harsh snowstorms in the northeast, have been causing increasingly frequent blackouts. A blackout is not just a mere inconvenience, it costs a lot of money. Food spoils in the refrigerator, remote work is interrupted, and systems fail. This is exactly where the traditional home generator comes into play, acting as a protective shield against unpredictable grid failures. Historically, when we talk about home generators, we immediately think of those large metal boxes installed in the backyard, directly connected to the natural gas line from the street, or connected to a large liquid propane tank. Traditional companies have dominated this market for decades. These are the well-known backup generators, or standby generators. They are true marvels of mechanical engineering, designed with high-precision sensors for emergencies. They can detect a power outage in milliseconds and take over the load of the entire house almost automatically. However, when the main issue is reducing your monthly electric bill, we need to face a hard and undeniable mathematical reality about combustion-based energy generation. Generating your own electricity by burning fossil fuels at home is, in the vast majority of cases, much more expensive than buying that same energy from the local utility company. Utility companies operate on a colossal scale, with massive infrastructures designed to maximize energy production. They generate electricity using massive power plants, which gives them a level of thermal and economic efficiency that a small combustion engine in your backyard simply cannot match. The cost per kilowatt hour generated by a natural gas or propane generator can be very high. In fact, it can be 2 to 3 times higher than the standard rate charged by the power grid. Therefore, running your gas generator every day just to power your home will not reduce your bill. In fact, it will increase it very substantially. In addition to generating constant noise and unwanted carbon emissions in your neighborhood. But then, where does the persistent myth that generators save money come from? The confusion usually arises from an advanced energy management strategy known in the industry as peak shaving. This technique, called peak shaving, is often combined with time-of-use pricing plans, known as time-of-use or TOU rates, which are extremely common in the United States. In many American states, electricity simply does not have a fixed price throughout the entire day. During peak consumption hours, usually between 4 in the afternoon and 9 at night, when people return from work, turn on air conditioning, televisions, and electric ovens, demand on the grid rises dramatically. To deal with this unsustainable daily consumption peak, utility companies charge premium rates, which can be double or even triple the price charged during the early morning hours. The theory of peak shaving with a traditional generator would be to run the generator during these peak hours to avoid paying the extremely high rates charged by the utility company. Although this may seem incredibly smart on paper, the math rarely works out for combustion-based generators due to the high cost of fuel and the continuous wear of the engine, which requires frequent maintenance such as oil changes and filter replacements to keep operating safely and efficiently at home. But this is exactly where the narrative shifts dramatically, and true technological innovation comes into full force. The fundamental concept of a home generator has evolved in an impressive way. We are no longer limited to noisy engines burning gas in the backyard of our homes. Welcome to the new era of solar generators and sophisticated battery energy storage systems, often called BESS. When technology experts say that a generator can eliminate or drastically reduce your electric bill, they are talking about a completely different kind of technology. They are referring to high-capacity smart batteries combined with modern solar panels. Revolutionary products have completely redefined what it means to have reliable and clean backup energy at home, replacing noise and smoke with absolute silence and elegant design. These innovative systems do not generate energy out of nothing by burning fuel. They store it intelligently. And it is exactly in the way they manage this digital storage that the real financial magic happens for the end consumer. Imagine the following highly technological and efficient scenario. You have a robust, smart battery system installed in your garage, perfectly connected to your home's main electrical panel and, ideally, to a large system of solar panels shining on your roof. During the day, when the sun is shining brightly and without clouds, your solar panels generate abundant and clean electricity. This energy first instantly powers all of your home's needs. The excess, instead of being wasted or sent back for free, is intelligently directed to charge your next-generation lithium batteries to full capacity. At this crucial moment of the day, your home is operating completely independently from the external power grid, and your energy meter is essentially standing still, not recording any consumption. When the sun finally sets and solar generation decreases significantly in the late afternoon, and as the dreaded time-of-use rates from the utility company reach their daily peak, the artificial intelligence system of your battery generator quietly kicks in. Instead of buying extremely expensive electricity from the grid, your home begins to consume energy internally. It consumes the energy that was stored for free in your batteries during the sunny afternoon. You go through the entire critical peak period without buying a single kilowatt-hour from the utility company. This is true peak shaving taken to absolute technological perfection with zero noise emissions. But the stunning innovation doesn't stop there. What if you don't have solar panels on your roof? Can a battery generator still reduce your electric bill at the end of the month? The answer is a resounding yes, thanks to an advanced technique called energy arbitrage. The smart and predictive software that comes with these modern battery systems is constantly monitoring electricity prices on the grid in real time. During the quiet early morning hours, when demand on the grid is extremely low and electricity is very cheap to buy from the grid, the system pulls cheap energy from the grid to charge the batteries up to 100% of their capacity. Then, during the dreaded peak hours in the late afternoon, when electricity is very expensive, the system discharges the batteries to power the home autonomously. You are effectively buying low and consuming high, profiting from the price difference every single day in an invisible way. Over the course of a full year, this automated arbitrage can result in hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in real savings, depending on the rates in your state. In addition, the technology behind inverters and smart electrical panels has elevated energy control to an impressive granular level. These modern panels replace the old, dumb breaker box with a true high-performance and precise central energy management computer. Through an intuitive app on your smartphone, you can see exactly how much energy each specific appliance is consuming in real time. The system uses machine learning algorithms to deeply understand your family's daily consumption patterns and optimize battery usage. If a severe storm is rapidly approaching and the National Weather Service issues an emergency alert, your smart panel and battery generator communicate via the internet. The system immediately stops sending excess energy to the external grid and focuses entirely on charging the batteries to the maximum possible capacity, ensuring that you have abundant backup power to face the imminent blackout with peace of mind. During the outage, the system can automatically shut off heavy and non-essential loads, such as the pool heater or the electric car charger. All of this is done to drastically extend the battery's lifespan for what truly matters during a crisis, keeping the refrigerator running, the lights on, and the internet router connected. Another crucial factor that turns battery generators into incredibly solid financial investments for the future are the revolutionary virtual power plant programs, known in English as virtual power plants or VPPs. In the United States, the traditional power grid is becoming increasingly decentralized. Instead of relying only on large and polluting coal or natural gas plants far from cities, utility companies are beginning to pay real money to homeowners to use the energy stored in their residential batteries during grid emergencies. If there is a suffocating heat wave in California and the risk of a massive blackout becomes imminent and highly dangerous, the utility company can send a secure digital signal to your system, requesting it to discharge some of the stored energy back into the public grid to help stabilize it. In return for this vital service, you are financially compensated, often at rates much higher than the standard price. You stop being just a passive consumer who only pays bills and become an active producer, a true micro-entrepreneur of clean energy. Of course, we need to openly talk about the initial costs, because absolute transparency is essential in a serious documentary about technology and finance. If you want to explore a more structured and simplified way to understand how these systems work in practice, there's a practical breakdown available in the description. It walks through everything step by step so you can evaluate it for yourself.